Carmine Paul Tramunti. They call him Mr. Gribbs. He was born October 1st, 1910. Born in Naples, Italy to Rosa de Rosa and Luigi Tramunti. 1913, his family immigrated to the United States and they settled in Manhattan. He was raised in a tenement on 107th Street in Harlem. 1922, a 12-year-old Tramunti was sent to a Catholic reform school due to truancy. 9th of December 1930, he was arrested on charges of robbing a rent collector. However, on the 26th of December, a judge dismissed the charges due to lack of evidence.
It's a Christmas present, huh?
Right.
July of 31, Tramunti was convicted of felonious assault and was sentenced to 6 to 15 years at the Sing Sing Correctional Facility. He was paroled in 1937, then returned to prison for a violation. Well, after that, he eventually ran the Harlem Game, which is one of the major floating craps games in New York. Tramunti's headquarters was Stage Deli in Manhattan.
Yep.
Around this time, that's when it is speculated he became involved with the Lucchese family.
1967, with the death of Lucchese, Tramunti became the official boss of the Lucchese crime family. Carlo Gambino, the head of the Gambino crime family, allegedly used his influence to make Tramunti the Lucchese boss. Or the sources said that he was a compromise candidate who was acceptable to the different family factions. He was like,
I mean, if it's got to be somebody, it might as well be Tramunti.
Right. A common version is that the Mafia Commission designated Tramunti as temporary boss until Lucchese's preferred successor, Tony Dux. He was released from prison.
November 19th, 1970, Tramunti, he was indicted in Florida on 14 counts of stock fraud. The government charged that Tramunti and other mobsters forcibly seized control of a Miami investment firm. December 23rd, 1971, he was acquitted of all the charges.
Damn right.
And then at that time, he identified himself as a florist. Don't they always? November 29th, 1972, he was again indicted on criminal contempt charges for lying to a grand jury about calls he made to Capo Paul Vario. Tramunti was convicted and sentenced August 6, 73 to 3 years in state prison.
4th of October 1973 has resolved Operation Shamrock, now known as the French Connection case. Tramunti and 43 other mobsters indicted on narcotics trafficking charges. Ultimately, Tramunti was convicted in the famous French Connection case for financing a huge heroin smuggling operation. A former steward at an espresso cafe testified to hearing drug dealer Louis Inglese discuss a deal with Tramunti and seeing Tramunti nod his head in approval.
Come on, that's how you can jump.
7th of May, 1974, Tramunti sentenced 15 years in federal prison, with the judge stating that he was dangerous.
He was a dangerous man.
Upon hearing of his sentence, he said, I may be a mobster and I may have done bad things, but I'm not a drug dealer.
You're not dealing them yourself, no?
Right. Tony Dux Corallo, he succeeded Tramunti as head of Lucchese family. 15th October 1978, Carmine Tramunti, dead, natural causes, in prison. Buried at the Calvary Cemetery in Queens, New York.
Queens.